NFL Hot Wheels collectors. Right, got a mixture of three videos in one here. Got some hauls from the local car boot sale of 2014. Wasn't that big, but still managed to find some nice selection of toy cars. A haul from the charity shop, not too much, and also as well to check out your local antique stores. Now, admittedly, Stephen Lum has basically taken two cars that I paid £8 for and not bothered with them, so they're still in that package up wherever he lives. So those two cars which he hasn't accepted, tough, they're gone. Unless I fancy driving all the way up to Blade Jersey, which I'm not doing. But anyway, enough of that. Let's start with the antique cars. These were found in an antique shop, very surprising. So best to have a look round your antique shop, because you never know. First up we have a Corgi Rocket. Yeah, you may remember that blue one that I found ages ago with the Spectrafame paint. Well, we have the Jensen Interceptor. I was thinking of sending this to him, but then I thought, no, he likes Porsches, not Jensens. So I'll have this one instead. Absolutely gorgeous red. Doors unfortunately look like they open, but they don't, which is a bummer. I have seen this on the website. It did come with a key, apparently. I think probably for sort of like whatever it goes to underneath there. Again, absolutely lovely colour and a very nice antique one to have. Next up we have a Husky car. Now, you may remember a couple of videos ago the Husky VW. Well, this is the Husky S&D Refuge van. Shiny chrome back end. This is a very nice one indeed, and just to show it is Husky. There's the logo. Apparently, to show the age of this, my dad had one of these in his childhood, so that shows the age of this. He's sort of like mid-40s age now, so I mean, like, yeah, 45 years ago. As you can see, the great feature of this is the entire back end lifts off. Tiny little hole in the back there. And when you think about it, back in the day, Britain didn't produce that much rubbish, so that was probably a normal sized hole, whereas now we produce a lot of rubbish. It is very nice in the collection. Now, the two red lines I did get there, one of which I did send off to Stephen, which I'm really ashamed of, but this one is the custom Firebird. This is in very good condition, very nice red line. Unfortunately missing the bonnet, but again, that's common. This one I think is worth a lot of money. It's very nice indeed. Beautiful car. Glad to find it. That's what I actually said when I first saw it. I thought, oh, it's a red line, it's a red line. There's two red lines. Okay, let's go with the charity shop finds now. First up we have this little Meso Suzuki SJ4130. This is a rather nice little Meso model. Probably mid-90s, I'd guess. Very nice little sort of like logo on the top there which says Samurai. So probably something to do with samurais. Best thing about this though is this little back bit here actually pops off. So you can actually remove the back end, so you can have sort of like a soft top version, or if it's raining you can have the top in there. It just simply pops back into place. I would expect that one to probably be missing actually, knowing sort of like most charity shops. But no, it was there. Next up we have quite a rare car in general, the Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Now again, Cosworth, as you may know, for Ford, very popular sort of like fast type of car. You have the Sierra Cosworth, you have I think the Granada Cosworth, and you also had the Escort Cosworth. This is a very nice model indeed. Not many Escorts sort of like of this variety. You can tell it's definitely the Cosworth because it has the grills in the front there for the super slick fastness. Next up we have a Hot Wheels Porsche. This is from 1974, which it actually isn't, so this could be more earlier. This is the P911. This is basically what the original P911 looked like, because it has such a small short spoiler on the back here. It's actually all basic. I think it's worth $2 on South Texas Diecast. Very nice indeed. Next up we have another La Trucker. This one in beautiful lime green with pinstripes on the side of the wheel arches. You can see there, beautiful. Unfortunate slight damage to this side. It's obviously been dropped at some stage or another. which is rather a bummer. And I've actually suddenly remembered I've got some more cars up round the corner there. Oh well, I'll have to get them very quickly. Next up we have a Majoretti Peugeot 405 T16 rally car. Very hard to find nowadays. Very good condition. Suspension, as you can see, still works perfectly. It's actually gorgeous and beautiful. Very nice indeed. Next up we have a little super fast Matchbox Renualt 5TL. This is probably the rally car version, or grass track car, not entirely sure. It is very beaten up and worn, but I like it, it's unique. The back end does open up. It's very awkward to get open and closed because it does, the back end, as you can probably see in there, the glass that holds it in place doesn't quite hold it up anymore, but it does all work. Still got the original tow bar. Very nice indeed. Right, next up we have all the cars that I found at the car boot sale. First of all, we have a Corgi transit van, Mark IV I think transit van, the 90s look-alike. Very nice police type sidings on, not in too bad a condition, sort of like play worn but not too badly play worn. Next up we have a Corgi registered Daimler Fleetline, but this instead has Bachelor's number 1 in P's. Now, this is the Corgi model because it has Corgi wheels, and it also is resemblant to the Corgi bus, not the Matchbox one, but also as well they have blatantly stuck over the top end there. You can see the top bit there, so you've got the name made in Great Britain, the little top bit here that should have Corgi, but it's actually got a bit of plastic over the top of it to cover up that name. I wonder why they've done that. Oh well. Next we have an Aston Martin V8 Vantage in yellow. Very nice yellow indeed. One that I've obviously missed out on, but I do like it. Not too play worn, slight little bit of play wear on the back end there, but nice nonetheless. Next up we have, you may remember the blue Lamborghini Matchbox that I found, the Diablo. Well, this is the Lamborghini Diablo in red. Exactly the same, but in red. Slightly worn as well, but it is exactly the same as the blue one, because, if I can get it open, there we go. The back end opens up to reveal the nice engine bay. As you can see, a lot of general wear and tear on these cars, but again, that's the sort of thing you expect. Rare little car that I actually thought was a Majoretti, but isn't. It's from a company called GUISVLE. It's made in Spain. This is the espace TSE. If you know, this is the Renault Espace. This is, I've never seen this model of car, and it's in brilliant condition. I was very surprised to see it in this sort of condition. I was expecting it to be all beaten up and mashed. It's a very cheap, basic Spain car, but it does have opening doors, which is very cool. And again, that's the sort of thing I didn't expect to see. But yeah, it definitely does have everything underneath it. There's that logo, if you can make that out. It's basically got a picture of an F1 racing car, and its name is GUISVLE. Gazelle. I can't pronounce it, but again, I thought it was a Majoretti car. It isn't. Next up we have a very cool Matchbox Superfast, the Chevrolet Corvette. This is of course the beautiful, beautiful looking one. In beautiful black with some stripes on the top there. Very good conditioned. Bit sort of patina showing on the base, but again, lovely condition. Now I like my muscle tones because it does remind me of a basic car. So here is the 2000 first edition version. Very play worn, as you can see the tampos on the side, they're very worn. Also as well, I've had to uncrush the roof, it was a bit dented, but I reckon I've done a very good job on that. The other muscle tone, I may as well show it off as well, is from the Cobra Racetrack series, or the Racetrack set. Not entirely sure what track set it was called, It's from a track set. That's the exclusive car. When they used to come with sort of like an exclusive car, not sort of like some random car from the mix. But again, next up we have a nice Corgi. We have a Volvo 254 DL. This is one of the original Volvo tanks, as people call them, because these were built like tanks. I mean, these literally sort of like, if you get in a crash, you've got at least sort of like 15 inches of steel protecting you. So, I mean, even on the banger track, when these got sort of like rear-ended or jacked up, which is where sort of like the back end is followed in, so they're doing that, they would still perfectly run. And it's the same with the front end, which is very nice indeed. Basic simple tailgate that lifts up. Cool little feature. Nothing really spectacular. Next up, you may remember that AMG from Matchbox that had the mirror wheels. Well, here is the exact same one, but in white, without the mirror wheels. 80s or 90s sort of wheels, opening doors with AMG on the side. Very nice indeed. And finally, for the car boot sale, we have this very nice number 65 super fast Matchbox airport coach with Atlantia on the side. No idea if that company is still going, but again, very nice indeed. Very, very nice indeed to have. Okay, just excuse me for a moment because I've just got to go get the other cars. Oh, I forgot about that one as well. I have to bring that one in. Oh, sorry about that. Forgot I had these ones that I brought as well. Just put these over here. I'll start off with this extremely big Matchbox Super Kings Ford Sierra XR41, or I rather. This is a very big, luxurious Sierra. This was basically like the Cosworth I've shown you. Has opening doors, and the best part about this is, as you can see, the seats actually move to let people into the back, because this is only a two-door car. That is pretty cool. It's got the nice little back end spoiler bit. Underneath, not much really there, just basic logo. If you're wondering what the keyhole is, I think that's probably where the stand would have gone if this was boxed. But again, lovely car to own. Next up we have a Majoretti, I think, truck of some kind, with some logo I've no idea what it is. It says Cathednis handmade glass from Scotland, Wick, Perth, Oban. Oh well, this is going to show off. Ah, there we go. It's very nice. This probably would have been sort of like a souvenir thing. A lot of companies made sort of like a toy car for your kid if you brought sort of like their product or a certain amount of it, or you brought your kid in, they said, here, have a toy car to play with. Best thing about this is the fact the tailgate opens. Very nice indeed. Next we have another Matchbox. We have the Freeman Intercity Commuter. This was a very interesting vehicle. I think it's Russian, but this is basically the which way is it going car. That's the front, that is the side, and that is the rear. Don't know if these stickers are original, but I don't dare peel them off. Not too bad a condition. No idea on what sort of car this was modelled on, but I think it is Russian because it certainly looks like it was designed for Russians in mind, because it's sort of like very strange. Next up, one for the British or BMC car people, because I have no idea what on earth this car is. It's a BMC 1800 Singerera from '69. I thought it was a Citroen CS or DS, but no, it is apparently a BMC based car. I think this is probably a rival to the Citroen DS, I'm not sure. Either way, it has opening doors, which is pretty cool. Again, I have absolutely no idea what type of car this is. The underside's a little bit stained, but there you go. It is very nice indeed. I have no idea. And finally, from my local Poundland, I happened to find this cool error. It's the 2013 SRT Viper, but it's got mixed wheels. Now, I don't remember this one ever having mixed wheels. I remember it always having the darkened chrome wheels, not the pure chrome wheels. Is this a variation or an error? And I'm thinking probably an error. Probably a case of the rear wheel got sort of like de-chromed, but the front one didn't. Still a very cool error to have. And that is pretty much it. So again, that was a mixture of sort of like charity shop, car boot sale, and antique shops. Like I say, definitely do check around your local antique shops. You never know, you might find some nice old Matchbox, even a red line. But you never know. Thanks for watching, see you next time.